Morning! It's the third week in August. Welcome along. It's Monday, the 17th of August, 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire, boys and girls. Well, and a very exciting night last night, I have to say. My God, we're sitting here doing the bingo, thunder, lightning all going on around me outside. And if you didn't watch it, you can check back on the YouTube channel. Okay, just have a look for the show dated Sunday, the 16th of August, 2020. I think within the first 10 minutes, you could hear all the thunder and the rain coming down. It was quite scary sitting here, actually. It was. It was. And one of the things about being in a caravan is the rain that comes down when you're in bed, and it's just so nice listening to the rain pelting down. Perhaps I didn't, but unfortunately it all finished. Time I went to bed, which wasn't late actually, about 11:45 last night. The rain had all stopped, and I just drifted off into oblivion. But yes, I watched back a little bit this morning, just the first 5 minutes, to see if you can hear the thunder, and you certainly can. It was that loud that it sounded like I was playing a sound effect. Seriously, which actually I don't have those sound effects on this computer, but it was that loud. Really, very, very exciting last night, and a nice game of bingo. I have to say that all worked very smoothly last night. Everyone turned up for their prizes, which was great news as well. Absolutely brilliant news. As always, gang, if you found you didn't get your bingo tickets and you think you're on the Sunday lists, then it's very likely you won the week before, okay, and didn't turn up, because you then fall off the list. But it's no problem. Just email me and ask to be re-added to the list, and I'll sort that out for you. Talking to bingo, of course, we have our daily bingo game a little bit later on this morning, boys and girls, at the end of the show. And, of course, within our Monday show, we shall be doing our weekly raffle. And someone today, live and exclusively on this programme, will win one of our very highly sought-after fridge magnets not available to buy. Okay? You got to win it. You got to be in it to win it. And someone will win one of those a little bit later on. All right? So that's the storms and lightning. They said, I think I was looking at the weather earlier, and they said we might have some lightning on that a little bit later on this afternoon, and maybe tomorrow night as well. I don't know. Quiz night tomorrow, 8 o'clock is quiz night tomorrow. Do join us for that. And if you're in North London, or you fancy a little bit of a travel out and you want to do the quiz in a pub, then Central Station in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross, is now playing our quiz out live on their tellies there. And they have a £20 bar tab to give away as well. All right, so that's if you want to play the quiz in a pub, then you can do that now. Isn't that great? I think it's brilliant, that. Absolutely brilliant. They had about 7 teams altogether in the pub last week. They got all the social distancing and all the disinfecting going on and all that business. All right? So there we are. That's that. Now, what else? The leak. Got a bit of a leak in the roof, which I've known about for some time, actually. Last night, I thought I'd have a look in the cupboard where the water heater is, and it seems to be coming down a metal pipe that takes the exhaust fumes up. So last night, just before the show, I thought I'd put I turned it off first. That's really important, because that metal tube gets red hot. I don't know if it gets red hot, but it gets extremely hot. So hot that you can't touch it, because that's where all the fumes are going up. So, you know, to be able to do this, I thought I'd best turn it off. So what I've done is put a tea towel around it, quite, you know, just literally around it in connection with the pipe, in the hope that any water coming down will be soaked up by the tea towel. I just thought it was a little bit of a drop. And I turned it off as well. So if I want hot water now, it's not too much of a problem, really. I just go into the water heater, turn it on. I need to remove that first. Otherwise, I suppose that could go up in flames, and you don't want to be in a fire in a caravan. They go up really quickly. Do you know, actually, probably not so much this one because it's metal, but certainly the newer ones, they're all plastic. Just plastic. You know, I think John Parrish has got an old one, the same as me, a metal one, but most of the new ones are plastic. And you just take the thing off and turn the water on, and hey presto, hot water again. But at the end of the show, I thought I'd just check that, because I mean, it absolutely chucked it down last night for the 2 hours that we were here. Absolutely chucked it down. I thought I'd just see what that was. It was soaked. the tea towel was soaked, so I think there's a bit more coming in than I thought there was coming in. Also, where the pipe is, so you've got the pipe going up from the water heater, right? And then it goes through the roof. Now, there's a metal hole there. And I just, with my finger, just pulled down that metal bit a bit, and a load of water came on that. So I think it's going somewhere else, and it's concerning me quite a lot, that. Anyway, I've been in contact with a bloke who put me water heater in because I thought they were the best people to sort out. And he's come straight back to me and he said he'll send someone round as soon as he can. But they do come from a long distance. You know, it's a bit of a journey for them. Also, at the same time, I'll get them to sort out the floor. It's always something to do maintenance in an old caravan. I mean, there really is. I don't know if John's with us this morning, if he's had to do much in there. I'll have a look at the messages in a moment. John, have you had to do much in your caravan in the way of maintenance? I know you haven't had it long, but always seems to be something to do here. Anyway, certainly not a DIY job for me. As you well know, my DIY skills are extremely limited. I thought I was going to be successful putting the bike lights on. Nope. The front one went on all right. The front one went on fine. Okay, it's got this rubber thing, and you just stretch the rubber, pull it round, put it on, and there you go. The light just stays in place. That's if you've got a bar to put it on. On the back of the bike, oh no. The place I'm trying to put it on was the back of the bike rack. Well, that's only a thin piece of metal, right? So you've got the thin piece of metal like that, and the light with the rubber thing, which is like that. Well, of course, it just falls round. It doesn't fit properly, does it? And if you put it on the bars, some clever sod will come on there. Oh, you're supposed to put it on the bar at the back of the bike where the wheel is. Go on, say it. If you put it on there, it's then obscured by something else. I can't remember what it was now. Maybe the mudguard. It's then obscured by the mudguard. So you can't win, can you? Oh, I don't know. I just don't seem to be able to do anything like that at all. I used to be able to do this stuff. I used to do stuff at my mum's house. I put those, those tiles. I mean, they were all the fashion in the 70s. The polystyrene tiles on the ceiling. Do you remember those? I'd done the whole room in those. And I've actually got a picture of myself somewhere putting these tiles up. I don't know where I've put it now. Of course, years later, we discovered that in fire, they're deadly dangerous because all the blooming plastic just melts down on top of you. I think I was convinced, along with other people, that putting this very thin layer of polystyrene tile up actually made the house warmer. Because there was no central heating in houses in those days. Not even in council flats. We were in a council masonette. We had no central heating. We had one gas fire in the living room. That was it. If you wanted heat in another room, you had to plug something in. We had this electric fan heater that my mum would bring in the morning. Well, it was cold. The weird thing is I don't remember it being cold like I would feel cold today, if you see what I mean. Do you know? It's like... I can't explain it. We had ice on the inside of the windows in the winter. It was that cold, but I don't remember it kind of being as cold as that, strangely enough, like it is, like I get cold now. But then again, we've all got central heating now, haven't we? That was a day a bloke come in to put the central heating in. That was a very exciting day. Holes were being knocked in walls. They did all the flats, put central heating in all the flats for us. Yeah, the council at the time. Wonderful. Anyway, that's my leak. I've got some pictures to show you today, boys and girls. I've got a picture from Mick Davenport and 2 pictures from John Parrish. And this morning, we will require for those 22 likes. Let's not be greedy. 22 likes for those this morning. I have to write that down because I can never remember the numbers. 22 likes to see the pictures of John Parrish and Mick Davenport on this morning's show. All right. So that's the leak. I've told you about the leak. DIY bike lights. I've got a dream to tell you about as well. Had a lovely day yesterday. It was my sister's birthday yesterday. So my nephew's wife, Stacey, we all went round there for Sharon's birthday dinner, which was rather wonderful. My nephew rang me at 10 he said, be here at 12 o'clock. Okay. He rang us at 10 to 12. Where are you? And I'm like, well, I'm on my way. Well, whereabouts are you? Like, I'm going to be late. Me, late. No, dear. Never late. Never, ever late. So we got there and she did the most wonderful dinner. And I had, she done me vegetarian Richmond sausages, which were really nice. Now, apparently you can only get these in Asda and Tesco's. Richmond sausages, when I used to eat dead animals, I thought they were absolutely delicious. And the vegetarian ones are as well. So if you want to try those, highly recommended. Richmond vegetarian sausages from Asda and Tesco as well. All right? And the rest of them are sitting there eating bits of dead animal and all that. And a cake came out. Oh, God, I haven't put the blooming video on, have I? Oh, I made a video of the cake coming out and everything. I knew there was something else to do. I'll have to show it on tomorrow morning's show now. But there was the most beautiful birthday cake. Really, really nice birthday cake with little lights on it. And we all wished my sister happy birthday. I got her a smartwatch. One of those things what counts steps and all that business. That's what she wanted, like an exercise thing to see how many hours sleep you have. Apparently last night she had 6 hours good sleep. It's not bad, I suppose. Is it 6 hours sleep? Is that good? Is that a reasonable amount of deep sleep or something like that? I can't remember what she said. She was on the phone to me this morning. And this watch is like a gold bracelet. It's the one she wanted, so that's what I got her, and she got other little bits and pieces. And it was a very nice afternoon. Yeah. Really, really nice afternoon. Of course I turned up on time. Dear me. Now, unfortunately, so I'll put that video on there for tomorrow. Okay? Unfortunately, my sister or brother-in-law are unable to watch this morning because their BT internet has gone off air, and apparently it's going to be off for 24 hours. So I don't know what they're doing. Possibly some major upgrade program that they do sometimes. At least they seem to know how long it's going to be off for. So no Sharon on the stream this morning. All right. Stacey wasn't too impressed with the way I cut the cake. If I told you I cut the cake in a similar way that I do DIY, does that mean anything to you at all? I mean, she did this cheesecake as well. And I said I'd cut a slice of that. Well, I completely ruined it cutting it. All I was doing was cutting a bit of cake. I'm a bit clumsy. Anyone else clumsy? I'm sort of a bit clumsy. I'm cutting this thing. I completely ruined it. Well, perhaps she wants to give me a sharper knife then. Perhaps that's why it was. The knife wasn't sharp enough. She weren't happy. And then my sister starts moaning. Ow, look, you've nicked all the raspberries. So I said, no, I haven't. And I just scraped them back onto there. And then she weren't happy with that. It's like people are just sitting there looking for faults all the time, like a lot of people on this channel. All they want is for something to go wrong and for someone to moan all the time. Have you heard all the kids on the telly at the moment moaning about their O-levels and A-levels and all this business? Moaning that they're not getting the results they want. So now they're allowed to complain. Oh, for God's sake. Now, which child who doesn't get an A star is not going to complain? Whose idea was that? No, that's it. Sorted. Oh, don't worry about being downgraded a bit. Perhaps you weren't that clever after all. Clever clogs. If you spent more time learning instead of illegally drinking your mum and dad's drink, perhaps you would have got more levels. Or whatever. Moan, 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 moan. There they are on the telly. Oh, my life's been ruined. Well, find something else to do then. I didn't do well at school. 2 O-levels, that was it. And they were C grades. C grades O-level, physics and English, that was it. I got unclassified in music. Maths, I got E. They were all fails. I was no good at school. I've done all right. So stop moaning. People worry too much about these qualifications, dear. Of course, if you want to be a brain surgeon or something like that, they're very important. But other jobs, stuff like builders and painters for the boys, hairdressing for the girls. You know, why do you need a qualification in maths to go and do hairdressing? It's just crap. It really is. I think a lot of time is wasted at schools. Perhaps you should be asking the children earlier on in their lives, what do you want to do? Oh, I'd like to be a train driver. Like to drive a train. You know, well, you won't need to do a cookery course then, will you? You see what I mean? I think a lot of time is wasted at schools, giving all this business and even more time wasted sending people to university who really shouldn't be going to university, because that's just a business now, isn't it? Universities are just businesses. Oh, was it now? someone said to me they had a qualification in Dracula or something like that. And I'm thinking, well, what job does that help you in? It's just stupid. Anyway, that's the news so far this morning here on United Kingdom Talk. Got loads of news stories to read you. Let's just say hello to some of you this morning. Good morning to Jason Hughes. How are we doing on the likes? 19 likes. We need 3 more likes to show you the pictures of Mick Davenport and John Parrish this morning. Morning to Jason Hughes. Good morning to our lovely silent viewers sitting there very quietly. Morning to you. Diane Jebb. Good morning, lovely Diane. Morning. To Fran Green. Good morning, Fran. Elamarge TV, good morning to you. Mick Davenport, good morning. Michael Pullman in Australia, morning to you. He can't move around at the moment, can you, Michael? Because of all the restrictions over there. Morning, Michael. Hello to lovely Joe Woodroffe, who won again at the bingo last night. Just a raffle ticket, but nevertheless, she is a winner. She is a winner. Some people are losers. Losers. Joe Woodroffe is a winner. Morning, Joe. There's John Parrish there. Good morning, John. Oh, that's jumped all the way down there then. One moment, please. Just scrolling back up there to where we got to. Andy. Good morning, Andy. Greetings to Daniel Woodhouse rather. Morning, my lemon meagers. Well, I don't know what that is. There's Paul and Lou are there. Morning, Paul and Lou. Losers in this world, I'm afraid. Maybe not today. Maybe you'll win the raffle. Or maybe the bingo. Or maybe nothing. You never know, Paul and Lou. It could be your time. It's my time. It's your time. My moment. I just don't know. Something like that. Eurovision song that was. I think we got 3rd with that. That's the one Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote. He's got his own TikTok. Andrew Lloyd Webber, hasn't he? Morning to Denise. Morning to Denise. Head of Animal Welfare and Ducks on this channel. Morning to Sherry DMP, who's managed to haul herself out of bed. Good morning, lovely Sherry. Hello, darling. Hello to little Mark Jones. Pops on and off now and again. Good morning, Mark. Hello to Kevin Arnold Ashburner. Little wave to you, Kevin. All right. Mark Jones. Do you need 50p for the electric? Why? Am I looking dark? Shouldn't look dark. Am I looking dark? I thought it was looking dark the other day, but I put it on the TV screen and it looked all right. Looks all right. Let's ask someone who I would know to ask. Shania, am I looking okay on your screen this morning? Morning, Shania, head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight. Good morning to Adam the plumber. Morning, young Adam. How did you couldn't play the bingo last night. Did you help your neighbour pensioner friend all right? He was in a bit of a bother last night, wasn't he? What was you doing there? Or perhaps you don't know. Mick says it's very dark. Is it? I don't think it's dark. Let's have a look there. It doesn't look dark to me. There's 2 people who said it's dark. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Don't look dark to me at all. Is it dark? Let's just try something. Video capture device. I might freeze for a moment here. Let's just do that then. That auto thing there. There's always something to test us, isn't there? White balance. Now it's made me yellow, that has. No, it doesn't look dark to me. Who else have we got there? Christopher Woodhouse, good morning. Have a good day, Chris. Chris, am I on your big telly? Do I look all right on your big telly? Morning to John Aitken. Hello, little John. Bum, 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 bum. There we are. John, all I've done is sealed the holes where the heating pipes come through the floor and re-insulated the floor with 2-inch boarding. You see, that's not for me, John. It's not for me. I don't want to do those sort of things. I just pay someone to come and do it. I can't be doing anything like that. Parknest, good morning, Parknest. Mari, morning, lovely Mari. Our day's out. Oh, good morning to you. Nice to see you back again. He does his little videos as well. Just scrolling down. Morning, Michael Lawrence. Gary, 2 tickets. Ross. Hello, there's Martin. Oh, he's back on already. I thought he was off all day. Martin's back on the air, everyone, boys and girls. They have the internet back on. Excellent news. Morning to Colin Kay. Is that everyone? Tony King, hello. Right, is that everyone? And Peter Paliwoda missed the bingo last night. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, you didn't win. Your name didn't come up. Your name's not there. You're not coming in. There we are. And I think that's everyone. Okay. Right. I think there we are. That's it. Thank you. Oh, it looked darker earlier, did it? Yeah, sometimes. Let me see what happens if I just put a piece of paper up there. Sometimes that changes it if something goes from dark. No, that's okay now. That's working now, isn't it? Good. Excellent. Well, we've got some stories for you this morning. And we're going to be doing the bingo very short. Not the bingo, the raffle. Who's going to win the raffle today? Huh? Are you an EastEnders fan? Looks like Ian Beale was taking a break. EastEnders, I don't really watch EastEnders. I watched it when it first started. Do you remember the first episode? When Dr. Legg found someone dead. Do you remember? I think it was Dr. Legg, wasn't it? I remember that. Gosh. That was the day everything on BBC One changed. And we'd kind of got used to, over the years, now and again you get a new programme here or there. But they chose this particular day and everything changed. There was a new globe. It went from the globe that had the mirror behind it to a single globe going around. Beautiful picture. And it was the first globe that didn't really exist. It was a computer image. That globe on its own on BBC One, in between the programmes, was a computer image. It didn't actually exist. The old one with the mirror behind it, that was a model. A little model. All right, but that one didn't exist. And the globe changed. Neighbours started. I think they had a new 6 o'clock news theme. Everything changed on this day. I think it was possibly 1983, something like that. I can't remember now. And on this day, EastEnders started as well, and Neighbours as well. And Ian Beale has been in it since day one. I mean, what a great gig. There's no guarantees in entertainment of any sort, whether you're a little man playing karaoke at a pub or a big international television star like Bruce Forsyth. He was kicked off, play your cards right, when some youngster came in and decided that he was too old to be on there. Thanks very much, mate. Bruce? Well, Ian Beale is still in EastEnders. It says in The Sun this morning, EastEnders icon Ian Beale is being written out of upcoming series as actor Adam Woodyat takes a break from filming the soap. He's 52 now. He's 52 now. He's played the character now for 35 years. 35, 45... So he was 17 when he started. That's a really good gig for an entertainer. Really good. Adam, 52, has played the character for 35 years, is expected to be off screen for about 10 weeks, according to the Daily Star. Writers are staying tight-lipped about what happens, so it's not known yet what the future will hold for the character, a source said. There's no guarantees and anything can happen in Albert Square. It'd be strange for viewers not to have Ian on the screen for such a long time, but it would be nice for Adam to have some time out after working on the show for so long. And it's a good character, isn't it, Ian Beale? And you're seeing him go from boy to married to having his own children. It's thought the break has been plotted and planned in advance as part of an upcoming storyline. The BBC declined to comment when they were contacted by the Sun Online. Earlier this month, Adam revealed he has slimmed down dramatically during lockdown. Oh, we all need to do that, dear. Well, I do anyway. This morning, fans were left stunned when the show aired a clip of Secrets from the Square, showing Ian Beale's actor's remarkable weight loss. So good luck to him. I wonder how he's done that then. Was been on some sort of diet or something like that. We had a couple of pictures taken last night, funnily enough, yesterday afternoon at my sister's, and I was in a particular pose sitting next to my sister. Oh my God, I looked absolutely enormous in these pictures, which I haven't put onto the system there. But awful, awful. I have got some pictures to show you this morning, but we still haven't got enough likes for those. I need a few more likes to be able to show you the pictures this morning of both JP and also Mick Davenport. Okay. Good morning to Jason Childer's gaming channel. Good morning to you. Hello to you, sir. Dave Hollands. Morning, Dave. Remembers when Pauline hit Arthur over the head with a frying pan in EastEnders. I remember that. Yeah. I remember. And the boy from Grange Hill was in it. Mark Tucker Jenkins, wasn't he? He was in it for a while. For a long time, wasn't he? And then what happened to him? He just left the series. Did he get HIV and left the series? Or... sorry, left the story completely. Or Or was that further down the line? I can't remember now. Can't remember what happened there. But yeah, I remember Tucker Jenkins. Of course, we all knew him from Grange Hill, the original series of Grange Hill, which was great. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. And the funny thing is, the theme music to Grange Hill turned up again on ITV in a show hosted, I think, by Michael Aspel, and I think Lionel Blair was on it. Not Winner Takes All. Now, what was that called? John Aitken will know it. John Aitken's with us. Good morning, Ian. John. Ian Beale is the Ken Barlow of EastEnders. See, I don't know much about it, really. I don't watch any of the soaps, unless you include Casualty or Holby City as a soap. Oh, Casualty last night. That was good last night. Oh, yes. Oh, the lady who's in charge of the ambulances. She had an accident last night. Very, very good. Very. I like her, the Welsh lady. She's very, very mumsy. I like her very much. She's in charge of all this. She's very hard. She's hard. She just likes things to be done properly, and I get that. I understand that. If you want things to be done properly, so that you do everything to get them done properly, really. And at the end of it, what happened at the end? Dr. Keogh, because someone's husband has been caught snogging another bloke round the back of the ambulances. Oh, yes. Anyway, she has now been told by her friend, who's Dr. Keogh, right, that he's spotted her husband snogging a bloke, and she don't believe him. Morning, Maureen. Texting in this morning. Morning, Maureen. Yes, it's all happening, Casualty. But no Holby City tomorrow. Very disappointing that there's no Holby City. Let me just get my other tickets ready for later there. Summertime and the rhythm is easy. Fish are jumping. Nearly time to put your bulbs in, talking of summertime. Autumn time soon. You want to get those bulbs in. They'll all be coming in the supermarkets soon. We'll get them in September. Bulbs, daffodils and things like that. Hang on a minute. Let me just write this down for more in there. Thank you. And that's nicely done and not forgotten. EastEnders started on the 19th of February 1985. Was it? Thank you, Dave. That's when it started there. All right. When you sit back on your seat, you're dark. Am I? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right with that, aren't you? Perhaps it's this little light here. It's my new light. I think it might be incorrectly adjusted. Hang on. You don't want to see the edges of it, do you? There you are. Is that all right? Yeah, I am. Of course I am. I need to stay in one position. It's difficult. I find it difficult to stay in one position at all times, dear. I'll have a little play with those a little bit later on, all right? Thank you, Fran. Denise didn't watch EastEnders for years. Can't put up with all the screaming and shouting. Then Coronation Street changed so much now. Only watch Emmerdale. Well, you see, I love the music on Emmerdale, Denise. Oh, I love that music and the scenery of Yorkshire. Oh, it's so beautiful. Of course, I think it's filmed in Leeds, if I remember rightly. EastEnders, Emmerdale now. You see, I'm so old now, Denise. I remember when Emmerdale Farm was just a shed, and then they dropped the word farm, didn't they? And now on ITV, and now on Thames, Emmerdale Farm. Ba 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 ba. Oh, there's the most beautiful music that is out of all the programmes, isn't it? The Emmerdale Farm television theme there. Do 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 do. Scrolling, just scrolling. There we are. All right, let's have a look there. No spoiler, I haven't seen it. Oh, well, never mind, you've seen it now, Michael. Oh, Christ, it's not exactly a spoiler. It's not like it was on, like, just 5 minutes ago, is it? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's that. Another story here. Have you got an Amazon chatting device? I think you have, haven't you? You got an Amazon chatting device? Eh? Well, Amazon speaker could be hacked if a user clicked a single dodgy Amazon link, says a cyber expert. A single dodgy Amazon link. The scam would allow hackers to snoop on your private conversations and other noises that you make. You know, like something like that. That's very frightening, isn't it? Hackers could create a dodgy link that looked like it was designed to install an app for your Amazon device, but it would actually exploit a flaw in Amazon's own systems, turning your Amazon against you. There you go. There you go. We had a bloke on here. I can't remember who it was now. Who was it now? I can't remember who it was now. But he always used to shout and scream on here that Amazon only listens to you when you say the name. Well, not according to that story, sunshine. I'm just amazed at people who don't see that something can have a fault in it. Let's be honest, I'm not without my faults, am I, on here, dear? Oh, I noticed that light's dimming it. It's not the light dimming. It's the... I think there's some sort of automatic adjustment going on here somewhere. Let me just have a little quick look at my equipment here. One moment, please. Exposure, what's that do? Oh, I've gone very dark now. Oh, I know what I could do. Hang on a minute. Let's just push that up a little bit there. And push that up a little bit there. Let's see if that holds like that. How am I going now? Oh, I've ruined it completely. I should have left it alone now, you see. Nope. No, if I shove that up another one, that's going to be too bright, I reckon. Oh, now that looks really odd, doesn't it? You see, we worried too much about these little things rather than just getting on with the show. Oh, hang on. Maybe I'll just turn the light up. Why don't I just do something simple and turn the blooming light up a bit? There you go. Is that better? There we are. That's a bit better, isn't it? How's that now? I think there's some sort of auto-adjust going on there somewhere. Yeah, we've... What's the... I'm going to switch default on, which is always a bit... Oh, hang on. What's that? Nope. Let's try default. Stay there. Well, let's see what this does. Default. Oh, nothing. Okay. Nothing. What's the default on there? Right, hang on. Oh, oh, well done. Well done. That'll teach you to muck around with stuff. Exposure 6. No doubt everyone will be an expert in a moment. White balance. Okay. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? All right. There we are. I don't know why we worry too much about these technical things, dear. It's completely ruined that now, isn't it? Just about get that right there. It's a bit too much colour in there, haven't we? Too much saturation, that's called. There we are. Let's see how we get on now. All right, we'll leave that like that, I think. Let's have a look now. Oh, look. That's it. One of the reasons is that the light in front of me is very close because I don't really have the space in here. Anyway, let's go back to this story here. It says it would exploit a flaw in Amazon's own systems, turning your Amazon against you. This would give hackers almost total access to your Amazon device, seriously compromising your privacy. I've always said that. I've always said that. Just because there's no physical on-off switch. I mean, it's got a switch on it that says might cut out, but how do you know that's doing anything? It's not like a physical switch where you go click, is it? Where you hear the contacts opening or closing. You know, a lot of these things are just touch screen. Certainly the Amazon device that's got the screen, that's just touch screen, isn't it? There's a little button on top there, but you don't know for a fact that it's doing something. Well, according to this story, someone can hack in. The worry is someone hacks into all our little plugs and things like that and starts turning things on and off at random as they please, don't they? Oh, well, it says successful exploitation would have required just one click on an Amazon link that has been specially crafted by the attacker. says this bloke at Checkpoint Research, who helped discover the flaw. Very worrying, really. The dangerous scam can have serious implications on your privacy. There you are. You could have apps silently installed on your account. Oh, very worrying, dear. Very worrying. But does it stop us having them? Probably not. You know, I've said before, I've not really got anything to hide. I don't sort of start screaming about with my, I don't know, bank account numbers and all that while I'm sitting in the house. On the other hand, I could be talking to my sister or perhaps a friend and discussing details of something, and someone could overhear that conversation rather than me sort of telling it. Do you see what I mean? So all a little bit worrying. Fran says, unplugging works, plug in when you want to. Unplugging works, plug in when you want to. What are you talking about there? Sorry, Fran, try that again, my love. I don't understand what you mean there. All right, my love. Peter says, I can see my neighbour's Wi-Fi in my setting. Yes, actually, Peter, if you go around with your phone open, you can see settings. If you go in London, you'll open up your Wi-Fi thing and you'll see lots of people's Wi-Fis. But can you get on them? Probably not. Most of them, you need a code. You know, you need some sort of code that hopefully someone has taken off the default code rather than go on the other one, you know. All right. I'm just going to turn that down a bit. That still looks a bit funny now, doesn't it? Oh, dear. We can't get this right today. I'm just going to get on with the show and ignore the rest of it. Blogger. A blogger who only buys 3 items of clothing a year wants to show that you can go low waste without spending loads of money. Now, I don't spend an awful lot of money on clothes. You may see lots of new jackets and lots of shirts and all different colours and that. But actually, I haven't bought clothes for some years. Because when I do buy them, I spend a little bit of money on them. You know? If you live your life going down Primark, you'll get new clothes dirt cheap. But I very much doubt that you're going to have shirts there that last 25 years. This lady, it says, in the Metro this morning, making the decision to radically reduce your plastic use and household waste can feel daunting. Do you need to get a load of reusable gear? Will it cost tons of money? What if you mess up and get an iced coffee in a plastic cup? Some people are like so into the thing they're doing, you know, when they do it wrong, they get very upset. It's like vegans or vegetarians who go round someone's house for dinner, and the dinner's all, and you know, someone has spent a great deal of time and effort trying to get it right for that particular type of person, whether it's a vegetarian or a vegan or something like that, and they got it on the plate. I don't know, a few carrots and peas, perhaps, maybe something more than that. And then they bring the gravy out. Do you want gravy on that? Yes, please. And they pour it on. Oh, is it beef gravy? Oh, yeah, I'm really sorry. Now, at that point, I'd say, don't worry about it. Thank you for the effort that you've gone to. Other people break out in all sorts of anger and worry, and they start having their anxiety, the little snowflakes, lovers, anxiety attacks, bless their hearts, darling, and they can't cope with life. And they have to lock themselves into a little room because they've accidentally had a teaspoon of beef gravy, which I just think is absolutely ridiculous. Just get on with it. Just get on with it. Why don't people just sit there and moaning and screaming and shouting? Then they write to the Star or the Sun, something like that, don't they? It says Laura, who's 23, known as Flora and Fauna. Laura is also known as Flora and Fauna. Wants to offer some reassurance to get people above the low-waste bandwagon. The speech and language therapist of Sheffield, South Yorkshire, blogs about her journey going as close to zero waste as she possibly can. And she's sharing tips. She's keen to prove that making a change doesn't have to be hugely expensive or difficult, and to lessen the pressure to get everything done perfectly right away. Laura's journey began when she went to university and started living independently for the first time, which made her newly aware of just how much plastic waste she produced. I realised I could make changes, Laura tells the Metro, seeing images of animals trapped, and we've seen this. It's horrible. Seeing images of animals trapped in plastic packaging has had a big impact on me, and I now think about that every time I bin something. Since then, I've learnt that the production and disposal of plastic can also be linked to many other issues, including environmental racism. What the hell is that? What the hell? Well, it's gone dark again, isn't it? I wonder what's going on with this today. Environmental racism. I don't know what that is. Soil and air pollution and the fossil fuel industry. To start on her environmentally friendly improvements, Laura went vegan, started shopping for food at Zero Waste Food Store, and drastically cut back her reliance on fast fashion. Do you know, this is annoying me now. If you hadn't said anything, it wouldn't have bothered me. Just a minute now. Let me see if I can do anything up here. There must be something. There's something going wrong here today. Oh dear, let's forward and back. See how close? I'm really close to the light when I do that. That's the only thing. So she's gone back on fast fashion. No, I don't really do fast fashion either. That's, again, getting stuff from Primark and places like that. Just, because they want to do it like that. Or maybe they haven't got the money to buy a decent shirt, so they go to Primark. But they won't have them in, 25 years. I doubt it. She now works to reduce her food waste, making sure to never chuck anything food that she could eat, avoids plastic packaging, and would rather repair something that she owns than buy something new. Of course, you've got to be good at DIY. And with DIY, I would include sewing in that. My sister's a very good sewing person. She's got her own machine now, and she makes all sorts of wonderful things. I keep telling her to try and make me a shirt, but it doesn't happen. Doesn't happen, unfortunately. She said there's some products are much harder to find plastics free, says Laura. Example, fruit juice. Pretend meats, stuff like corn and stuff like that. That all does seem to come in plastic. When we say plastic packaging, I am including that bit of cellophane that's around almost everything, isn't it? I never quite understand why they find it necessary to put 4 apples in a polystyrene tray with plastic over the top. Don't get it. Why do you need to do that? Apples used to come, and they still do in many cases, in a big box. And you'd have in the box this cardboard thing with little indents in it, and the next lot of apples would sit on the top in those, all perfectly waste free, really, because that can all be recycled, can't it? And then some idiot decided to put them on a polystyrene tray with a bit of plastic over the top. We're talking all plastics here. Very different. I mean, we're surrounded by plastic, aren't we? These little badges here. Someone was asking about my Thames television badge yesterday. Can't remember who that. I haven't got it on me now. I was going to look in here for one, wasn't I? And I did actually look after the show, and I haven't got another one. My friend Ray Reynolds bought me these. They're all little very old television things. It's all very sad, really. Border television there. We've got ATV there. Those are little badges I've got here. That's my friend Ray Reynolds bought me. She says, in order to prevent food waste, I buy a lot of my food from the yellow sticker clearance section in the supermarket. And so there are some plastic packaging products that I only really buy when they're in clearance. So, I mean, she tries her best. She says, similarly, there's a lot of focus on items like plastic straws, which make up 0.03 of marine plastics, while discarding fishing nets can constitute up to 46% of plastics polluting the oceans. The whole fishing line thing is very sad, really. I mean, the river up here, the River Witham, you see the swans going up and down there, and often you'll see a duck or a swan with fishing line all wrapped around its beak or its backside, and they can't get them off. And you can't help the birds. They won't come to you. Do you see what I mean? You want to get that bird and cut that thing off and let it go on its way, but it's scared of you. So some of them die because they can't eat anymore. It's awful. It's awful. She says another challenge is that I've realised that a lot of waste is hidden and therefore harder to avoid. For example, if you go to a cafe and get a glass of juice, then that might feel zero waste, but you don't see that the juice comes out from a plastic bottle. Just because you don't see it, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You know? How many times you've gone there? They do have them all delivered in plastic bottles. Like those water fountains in offices. You know, I doubt that they refill those big plastic things again, do they? I don't think they can use... Not like glass. I don't think it's like glass. You know the old milk bottles? Milk bottles that the milkman used to deliver? He would collect them, wouldn't he? Glass milk bottles. They would be washed out and then refilled for the next day. A little bit of tin foil on the top, wouldn't they? I don't think they're allowed to reuse plastic bottles. I don't know why that is. They have to be recycled, i.e. melted down, made into more plastic and made bottles again. I think. I'm not 100% sure of that. She says the truth is it is impossible to buy truly zero waste because we live within a linear system that inevitably creates waste. Yeah, and again, I remember when I was a boy, we never had half the rubbish to chuck away that we have now. Just up there at the, we have, you know, like a bin area here, which is right over in the corner. And there's sort of several sections over there. There's like normal waste. There's recycled waste with cardboard and stuff like that. The cardboard waste at the moment, all the bins are full up, and there are now piles of bags of recycled stuff like cans and cardboard things now sitting there, waiting to be disposed of. Because the bins are full up. We never had that as many bins like that. Laura's top tips for reducing your waste. Here we go. Change your mindset. Buy what you need, look after and repair the things you already own. And be a conscious consumer, thinking, what is this item or packaging made from? And where will it go when I'm finished with it? Very good. I try and reuse stuff a lot. You'll notice if you ever win one of my prizes, it'll probably come in a reused envelope. Or a reused Amazon box. Something like that. Funnily enough, over at my nephew's yesterday, I noticed they were going to throw away these white crisscross things, which were clearly made of some sort of plastic. That something had come in the post. And I looked at those and I thought they'd be an excellent thing to put around my mugs. You know, when someone wins a mug. Funnily enough, yesterday, in preparation for coming up here to our Lincolnshire television studio complex, I'd already packaged a mug in a box, all ready to go, and no one chose the mug last night. Well, that was a waste of time, weren't it then? Oh dear. It says, don't try and change your entire lifestyle overnight. Pick one swap to start with, and then keep it until it's a habit. Choose a reusable water bottle you really like. Okay. It sounds silly, but if you like how it looks, then you're more likely to remember to bring it with you when you leave the house. I may be able to help you out with that one soon. Not yet. Soon. There's a little clue there, There's something that may be happening on this show very soon. Yes, it's all very exciting. You're likely to remember the water bottle to bring when you leave the house. The same goes for reusable shopping bags. And I have to tell you, I'm pretty good at reusable shopping bags. In fact, one of my Audi bags now has holes in the bottom. I don't think they replace them, though, do they, Audi? Sainsbury's used to replace them, didn't they? Remember? Bag for life, you just take it back in and they give you another one. The thing is, I think they were a bit too cheap to worry about that. But I got into the swing of things years ago. I used to have so many carrier bags because I doubled them up as bin liners. I bet you did that as well, didn't you? Carrier bags as bin liners. Why buy bin liners when you can use carrier bags? But they started charging for them. Then I had to buy bin liners, so you can't win. Avoid food waste. Learn how to store fruit and vegetables to extend their shelf life. And always use up those freezer items that are close to going over. Never bin edible food. That's my big one. You go through my bins anytime, you'll very, very rarely find any food in there. Very rarely. And that's it. So some suggestions there. If you want to be a little bit greener in your life, or maybe you don't. It's one of those things. Yvonne Lemon wants the mug. There's one here. Can you see it, Yvonne? Yeah. One of my mugs there. She's waiting to win that at the bingo. You'll have to win the bingo prize at some point, my darling. Fran wants it as well there. Yes, indeed. Let's just scroll up a little bit here. Keep an eye on there. How are we doing? 23 likes. Okay, let's do these photographs now, my loves. All right, 1 second. Anything of interest there? No. Peter, if plastic is recycled, doesn't it just come back as more plastic? What then, Chris? Well, it does, yes, Peter. But all the energy. That's not the point. All the energy it takes to melt down the plastic, I assume they melt it down, mix it all up again, make sure it's clean, and make the same thing all over again. Well, with glass bottles, all you had to do was wash them out. There was no melting. It's got to be cheaper in the long run to have glass bottles. Although glass weighs more, so it would be more, I suppose, more petrol to carry it around the country. And we're not like scientists like that, are we? So we don't really know. But one of those things there, all right. What else have we got here? Denise Bistow says on the tin, suitable for vegetarians. Yeah, and chicken and mushroom pot noodle as well. You'd be surprised at some of the stuff that is vegetarian. I think it's just the spices or the chemicals that they mix with some of the stuff. You know, like the like corn peppered steaks taste just like peppered steaks. I don't think the texture is quite the same, but they do taste like corn peppered steaks. And then you can get chicken corn nuggets. They come in a packet. I think about £2, £2.50, something like that. Packet of, I don't know, 20 nuggets or something. And they taste and actually feel like chicken nuggets. And I'm amazed at the people who say, oh, I'm not having it unless it's a proper chicken. Well, why not? Why not? Won't even try it. I don't like it. Because they've got it in their thick heads. They won't even try it. They've got it in their heads that no, they don't want that, and that's it. Oh, no, I'll have what I want. Oh, well, fine. Do what you want then. Fine. Dave Holland, I remember when I was a kid, we had milk glass bottles for break time. Yeah, they were the little ones, weren't they? The little ones. Little ones. All right. What else have we got here? Someone mentioned the red arrows at the weekend. The bad news is it didn't happen. Did it? Didn't happen, I'm afraid. Britain's eager to see the world-famous red arrows fly over London, Edinburgh and Cardiff, commemorating VJ Day, were left disappointed after they cancelled due to cloudy skies. What a shame. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. In what would have been the first since the London 2012 Olympics and Paralympics Games, the RAF Red Arrows plan to fly over 4 of the nation's capital cities to commemorate the 75th anniversary of Japan surrendering to the Allied forces, bringing World War II to an end. Sharing the news on Twitter, they said, while it might be lovely weather in some parts of the UK, we've encountered lots of very low cloud across much of the United Kingdom. This often means we have to fly at higher levels to preserve fuel to counter that same cloud on approach to destination airfields. So it didn't happen. Sadly, the appalling weather has forced us to cancel today's fly past over London for VJ Day 75. Very disappointing, but safety always our first priority. So that was a shame, wasn't it? That was a shame. In place of the cancelled Edinburgh flight, the iconic planes flew over Glasgow Prestwick Airport, where the aircraft landed to greet 3 Second World War veterans, and then the fly past carried on to Belfast as scheduled at 2 o'clock, flying over the city centre and cheering crowds. So it was just London, was it? They were due to fly over the Welsh capital before landing at Cardiff Airport, where crowds had braved the rain to await them. I don't think it happened there either. They'd also planned to fly over the Royal Hospital Chelsea, which is, of course, a very famous place for looking after people that have been in the war. Home of the Chelsea pensioners, including 3 Burma Star recipients at 5:30 p.m. before the event was cancelled. So lots of people didn't see that yesterday, which was a great... was it Friday? I think it was Friday, which was a great shame there. Adam, I can't eat fish, but I love prawn cocktail flavoured crisps. Oh no. Vile. Pink. They've always got pink packets. Oh, I suppose actually prawn cocktail are pink, aren't they? That's probably why they got pink packets. Yeah. But cheese and onion, like they're blue, aren't they? Onions aren't blue. Neither is cheese. Unless they mean it's blue cheese, are they? I think so. Right. Billion year... Oh, let's do today's raffle. Let's do the raffle, shall we? Shall we do the raffle? After this story. billion. And how much would you pay for a stick of old rock? Or a piece, sorry, not a stick, but a piece of old rock. How much would you pay for that? A rare collection of beautiful meteorites are being sold at auction, literally out of this world. The extraterrestrial specimens, many of which are billions of years old, include a sample of rock in the shape of the moon. Do you want one of those? Only £400,000 for a bit of rock. God damn. A bit of rock, £400,000. The Lake Murray meteorite, which is older than mankind itself, is expected to go up for £30,000. The crystalline rock originates from the molten core of an asteroid between Mars and Jupiter, landing on Earth more than 100 million miles before the earliest humans. A piece of lunar jewellery. Is that a thing, you know, where you could have like, oh, look what I've got now. Is that... Oh, dear. We're not very successful. I think we're going to have to abandon the programme. I think we might have to abandon the programme today because something's going wrong here with the video. But never mind, dear. We tried. We tried. Let's push that back up there. See that? I'll give it another go. Let's see what happens there. I'm not happy with this today at all. Something's gone wrong in here. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe if I put that on. Hang on, let's put this on. Let's see what happens if I put that on. Let's see if that makes a bit of an improvement. Now I've gone orange. I think we'll do the raffle and abandon the programme, actually, now. I've got fed up. Never mind, dear. No, I can't do this now. Can't do that now. That does look better, actually, doesn't it? That does look a bit better, doesn't it, actually? Yeah, I think it does. Oh. Where were we? A piece of lunar jewellery with extraterrestrial gemstones is estimated to go up for around £27,000. A piece of lunar jewellery. Imagine going out somewhere. Oh, do you like this? Oh, yes. It's like that come from the moon and back again. But how much would you pay for a piece of old rock? Oh, that's good. Have I got my phone on? I haven't got the phone on. There is a piece of rock that does look like the moon. I think it's something someone's made. Looks like it's been made, something like that. Anyway, if you want any of these items, there's an auction. It's being held online with bidding set to close on August the 25th if you want to buy something like that. Okay? Where can you find that? Christie's. Christie's.com. So go in on Christie's and type in Deep Impact Lunar and Rare Meteorites. Let's see some of these estimated things there. Actually, I'll just turn my phone on and see if I can get a couple of photographs of that. And meanwhile, while we're just waiting for my phone to fire up, let's show you these pictures that people have sent in today, boys and girls. First of all, Mick Davenport, there you go. He's made some cookies. Chocolate cookies, as sent in by Mick Davenport there. All right, it says, my first baking, 2 months, Smartie and chocolate chip cookies. There we go. Thank you very much for those. And John Parrish has sent in something as well. That's an old photo now, isn't it? Where is it now? Here we are. Here we are. He's got a Philippines... oh, that's first. Victoria Falls in the Zambia. View from the hotel I lived and worked at around 1978. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Imagine the noise of that and standing underneath it. And that's my Philippine channel cover because it's got a Philippines YouTube channel there. Is that the Philippines down there in the bottom left-hand corner? What is that thing? It looks like a volcano or something, is it? Is that a volcano? Looks quite good, doesn't it? Look at that. I'd like to see the Victoria Falls. I think some sort of large... There's other ones, isn't there, as well as Victoria Falls in the world? Is there one in Vegas, like a what do you call it, like a waterfall like that in Vegas somewhere? I know they got the Hoover Dam, but that's not like cascading water, is it? Well, not unless the dam falls down anyway. Right, hang on. Let's just take a photo of this. Where is it now? See how much you're going to pay out for one of these, boys and girls. All right, we've got that. That one looks quite nice. Hang on a minute. Where's the moon one? There's the moon one. I'll show you this moon one. That's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. There you go. So it says it's a rock there. 2 stone meteorite spheres. Look at those. Look at those. It's good, isn't it? Oh. Eh? Oh, they reckon one of those. Between $600 and $900. That don't sound too bad, does it? $600 to $900. That. Okay. Anything else nice to look at? Oh, that's nice. Extraterrestrial gems in a large partial slice of escale. I don't know what escale is. Let's do a bite over this. A minute. I like the look of that as well. Look at that. That's nice as well, isn't it? Look. Do you know, I'll tell you, Shania, I don't know, Shania, are you still with us at the moment, my love? That'd be quite nice to have that in the church, wouldn't it? As a sort of statue. $15,000 to $25,000, that one. I don't know, what, £20,000, something like that. And they got all sorts of... Oh, there's another sphere there. That looks really nice. Got a crystal sphere. All sorts of things there. Anyway, Christie's.com, and the auction you're looking for is Deep Impact, Lunar and Rare Meteorites. Has anyone bought anything from an auction before? Some houses go up as auctions, you know. Now that's much better with that light on, isn't it? That's much better. Look at that. Much better. Much better. Shania, are you going to buy one for the church? You could have a little, you know, sort of a fundraising scheme, perhaps a church bazaar or something like that. Don't suppose that'll be happening around Christmas, will it? No bazaars or something like that. Denise says it takes saying I love you to the moon and back to another level. Thank you, John. Niagara Falls. There's another one, Niagara Falls. I would imagine that takes your breath away. Now, I say that, John, because I was in a swimming pool in Brighton. Not in Brighton, sort of further out from Brighton. I can't remember the name of the area now. No, I can't remember. Anyway, I was in a swimming pool. And they had this kind of waterfall in the swimming pool. So you got the pool there, the waterfall there, but you could go behind it. Behind the waterfall. And I found, when I went behind the waterfall, I was kind of gasping for breath a bit. Not couldn't breathe, but there was definitely less oxygen behind that waterfall than there was in front of it, so to speak. So I don't know if it would be the same like that at Niagara Falls, perhaps your or where you are, that was the Victoria Falls. I don't know if you get the same sort of effect there, something like that. Adam, sounds like the King Alfred Centre in Hove. No, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't seawater. It was like a proper swimming pool with tubes. Oh, you'd know, Adam. You'd go around that area. It had tubes and things like that. It wasn't in Brighton or Hove. It was back towards the mainland. So, not mainland. It was back towards going into land rather than along by the sea. Yeah, something like that. Was it Shoreham, Hove? No, I don't think it was Shoreham. Can't remember the name. It was a proper like sports centre, I think it was. All right. John Aitken watched Personal Services on Saturday afternoon. Great film. Great film. Very funny, isn't it? Dolly with a Willy. That is very funny, that film. Yeah. Lots of people asking for mix biscuits there. All right. Fran tried prawn cocktail crisps. I tried prawn cocktail the other Christmas. Not nice, no. I think prawns are horrible. People sit there pulling the legs off and the heads, don't they? Oh, it's horrible, dear. Horrible things. Horrible things. King Alfred. No, we're not quite sure where that was. It can't remember that place in Brighton. Never mind. All right, let's do today's raffle, gang. We've got our raffle tickets standing by here. The raffle tickets are here, boys and girls. All your tickets are here and have been collected over the last week. Someone is about to win a fridge magnet, gang. Okay. Fridge magnet is about to be won. I hope you've been taking note of your numbers, because you're only getting the number read out. All right, here we go. Ba, 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 da, ba. Ready? Okay, here comes. Have we got the sound on? No, we haven't. I haven't got the sound on. Here comes the drum roll, boys and girls. Where are we now? Drum roll. Buh, buh. I have a raffle ticket here. Here it is. Here is the raffle ticket. It is ticket number 520. 520. Is that... No, that's gone dark again. I saw that. There's some auto thing switched on here that isn't normally on. I'm sure there is. Very strange. 520. Who's that? 520. Come on. Time to claim your raffle ticket and the prize is yours. Whose is it? We will see. Not Crawley, Adam. Not Crawley. Can't remember where that is now. Can't remember. I'm sure I will remember at some point. Who has got ticket number 520 for the fridge magnet today? Anyone getting married soon? Where would you like to get married is the question. If you could have anywhere in the world, where would you like to get married? Of course, got to be the Vatican. The Vatican as done by the Pope. That's where I want to get married. Will it ever happen? Very, very doubtful. Will I ever have anyone in my life? Very, very doubtful. All that old crap. Oh, there's someone for everyone in this world. Oh, you just haven't found the right one. Sick to death of hearing all that old crap. But if you do find someone, where would you like to be married? In the Daily Mail and some of the other papers, yesterday I think this was, Brooklyn Beckham, pretty boy Brooklyn, could reportedly be set to get married to his fiancée at St. Paul's Cathedral. Wow. That's going to cost an arm and a leg, innit? But good for the pictures. He's 21, which is far too early to be getting married, but there you go. 21, and is able to request to hold his wedding at St. Paul's because of David's OBE status. Did you know David Beckham was an OBE? I didn't. Choosing the London Cathedral as the couple's wedding venue comes with a price, however, as they'd have to wait until 2022 due to a long waiting list. I didn't realise so many people got married there. Brooklyn and his bride-to-be would be following in the footsteps of Prince Charles and Diana Spencer, who married there in 1981, shining to traditional Westminster Abbey. A source told the publication David and Victoria are aware Brooklyn can get married at St. Paul's. They are overseeing their British wedding and want to make sure it has the wow factor. Have you got the wow factor? Have you got the wow factor? Or do you think you have the wow factor? Perhaps you don't have the wow factor at all. I think I have the wow factor. Do I have the wow factor? I think I do. It says a source told the publication David and Victoria are aware Brooklyn can get married at St. Paul's. They are overseeing their British wedding and want to make sure it has the wow factor for Nicola's family. If they went ahead, the wedding would have real gravitas and set the benchmark for what comes later in America. Brooklyn and Nicola are weighing up their options. The ceremony would be traditional. We like a traditional wedding. I don't like any of those modern things, dear. No, boring, love. Has to have one Bible reading, while any sort of contemporary music would be off the cards. Hymns, dear. That's right. Hymns. That's what we want. Hymns. Thank you. Wedding ceremonies are held in the chapel of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire in the crypt. Oh, what? With all the dead people? It's a funny place to hold a wedding, isn't it? Surrounded by dead people. Applications are to be passed by the Archbishop of Canterbury. The publication reported that the basic cost of a wedding at the cathedral would be more than £5,000, as the ceremony alone cost £3,240. Now, I have to say, to be married at St. Paul's at a cost of £5,000 doesn't seem very expensive to me for something like that. I thought that was going to be like $100,000 or something like that. It's only £5,000, but I think you've got to be an OBE to get it done. £5,000. Wonder if there's been any gay weddings there. Must find that out. So it's only £5,000, it says, according to the Daily Mail. It comes as reports that Brooklyn and Nicola are actually already married, as he continued to fuel speculation by wearing what many thought to be a wedding ring. And it goes on. So there we are. What a nice place to be married. Yeah. Isn't it? St. Paul's Cathedral for you, perhaps? Like something like that? Ah, Mark Bowles is there. You see, look at that. The mention of being married, Mark Bowles pops up. Did you see that there? We're in a little bit of trouble with the colour and the brightness today in here, Mark. So I may look a bit odd. Okay? Oh, dear. It won't be like Charles and Diana's. Oh, that wedding dress was awful that Diana wore. I'm sorry. The creases on that when she got out of there, I shall never forget that. Has anyone claimed this raffle ticket yet? Let's have a look. 520. Let's just see if anyone's claimed yet. There's Mr. Mark Bowles. Paul and Lou losers again. Never mind, Paul. Lou, you might win the bingo. Might win the bingo a little bit later. Adam likes the film Personal Services. I can recite it word for word. I watched it that many times. My all-time favourite film with my all-time favourite actress, Julie Waters. It was a great film. I expect they'll remake that. I'd like a part 2. Wouldn't you like a part 2 of Personal Services? Although the part 2s don't always work, do they? They don't always work. I remember Friday the 13th. The first one, really good. All the others, nah. Didn't work for me. Shania was close there. Dave Holland wants to get married on the moon. Well, you'll be able to do that one day, I'm sure. I'm sure old Branson will make sure you can get married on the moon like there. Anyone else want to get married anywhere? No. No one else wants to get married. 520 was the raffle winner today. Okay. Simon Cowell surrounds his hospital with healing crystals. Do you have anything like that? We were talking about meteorites earlier. And crystals. Healing crystals. Someone gave me a healing crystal once. That was actually my manager at the Black Cap, Jimmy. He gave me this purple healing crystal, which he said makes you feel calm and all that. I always remember that. Have I still got it? I must have it somewhere. Simon Cowell has surrounded his hospital bed with healing crystals in a bid to speed up his recovery after breaking his back in a freak electric bike accident. This is in the Daily Mail again. He's 60. 6 hours of surgery to insert a metal rod into his spine last week after falling from his new electric bike, which was apparently the fastest electric bike you could buy. It's thought that he's now ditched his vegetarian diet in the hope of returning back to work as soon as possible. I don't see what changing your diet from vegetarian. He looks very slim now. There's a picture of him there. I don't know how old that picture is. A source told The Sun 2 of his friends had searched out and delivered some powerful healing energy crystals, which he has with him. It's thought... Have you got anything like this? A healing crystal? It's thought that his girlfriend has been placing the gifts by his bedside as well as bringing him healthy food during his stint in hospital. It comes after Simon ditched... We've done that, haven't we? Why is it they're repeating the story there for some reason? Is now thought to be eating a combination of white dead animals and chocolate during his recovery. Well, I don't mind the chocolate so much. And when's the last chocolate? I must be due some chocolate at some point. Oh, no, don't. I mean, don't tell my great niece and nephew, but I had a couple of small bars of chocolate in the fridge for them. All I'm saying is that I can't really have chocolate in the house. That's all I want to say about it. I mustn't have chocolate, biscuits or crisps in the house. That's all I'm saying. In this case, I mustn't ever have chocolate in the house. I don't want to tell you any more than that because some people will start sending in abusive messages. Oh dear. So he's got these crystals. I mean, it's supposed to heal you. I don't know. Has anyone got anything like that? Crystals in the house? Let's have a look what you're saying. Crystals in the house. I bet Adam's got something like that. Adam, Royston and myself would love to get married in an open woodland with nature around us and the web closest friends. But it costs so much these days that we'll probably end up with a registry office. Well, I mean, you could get married in my garden if you want to, Adam. I would like to make that available for you. Yeah, I know, I've got a nice garden. And, animal-wise, I could pretend to be the animals and go around on all fours, one of my favourite positions, incidentally, Mark Bolt. I'd like to go around on all fours making animal noises. Buh, buh. There's also some noises in there that aren't actual animals on this planet, but are animals that reside in my head. In my head. Buh, buh. Meow, meow. Oh, it's time for my peels, isn't it? Look, I just noticed that it's 10 o'clock. Would that be sort of an interest to you, Adam? Something like that? Have my garden? Eh? How many people would be there? We only want nice people there. I don't want people moaning about my bad quality sandwiches. Badly cut up little cheese sandwiches. Do you want vol au vents? Little non-dead animal cocktail vegan sausages on a stick? Sausages on a stick with pineapple and cheese. Yes, please, mummy. Bowls of crisps. Bowls and bowls of different flavoured crisps. And then the bacteria-laden bowl of coleslaw in the middle of the table. But don't worry, if it rains, don't worry, I've got a two-man tent I can put up. A little two-man tent there. Gary Ross reckons Simon Cowell's girlfriend's out with his credit card shopping while he's in hospital. Very good idea to do that. Michael Pullman is heavily into crystals in every room throughout the house. What sort of crystals are they, Michael? Is that quite an expensive thing to have? What crystals would you recommend for me as an old person? I know, old, 57. Is it 57? What am I? 57 I am. God, I can't get over that. Mick Davenport's moaning. Oh, my driving licence has actually turned up. Only taking 3 months. Oh, yeah. And everyone's dying of viruses all over the place. That's why. Be grateful you got it at all. I hope there's someone from the licensing people watching this. Come round to your house now and take it back, you ungrateful git. Lucky to have it. Miserable git. Oh, always something wrong. Oh, something else to moan about. Perhaps you can get some sort of credit for that. I'm sure you find the correct form to fill out. E. coli and salmonella at no extra charge. What, in that thing of blooming coleslaw? I think you're right there. SpongeBob SquarePants. Whoa, don't eat my house. We're going to eat your house. Joe, yes. The cheese on it all stuck in a grapefruit. That's right. Yvonne, please can I come, Chris? Well, you have to ask Adam, darling. You have to ask her. I don't think you're well enough to leave the house, Yvonne, with all your problems that you keep telling us about. Various blood conditions and this, that and the other. I don't think you're well enough to leave the house. Very dangerous for you to leave, Yvonne. I'm concerned, my love. Just imagine the journey to my house might send your blood. You might blow a valve. Do human bodies have valves? They should have valves so that when people like Yvonne Lemon get high blood pressure, a little valve goes off and a little piece of blood spurts out to release the pressure. Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. John bumped into Julie Walters in Covent Garden. Now, blooming wonderful. She said I was lovely. She was going out to lunch with friends. Yeah, but she didn't offer you to go though, did she, John? Kind of liked you that much, mate. Sir Richard hasn't reached orbit yet. Elon Musk is your man. You could be right there. Could be right there. Why am I still awake, says SpongeBob SquarePants. It's 5:03 in the morning where they are. Haven't gone to bed yet. Where are you, SpongeBob? Do let us know. Where are you? Do 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 do. Right, one more story and then we're going to do today's birthdays. And we're talking about plastic packaging and all that, really. Morrison's And I don't know why they think this is a new thing, because it's not. We had these years ago, and I never quite understand why we haven't gone back to them earlier. Supermarket giant Morrison's is... Now the light's gone out. The other light's gone out now, so we're back to square one again. The battery is clearly died on that. Supermarket giant Morrison's is a step closer to removing all plastic bags from its stores. The retailer is running a trial with paper bags now that will eventually see plastic bags for life removed from checkouts, following its ban on 5p single-use bags. The move will initially apply in 8 stores and, if successful, will be adopted by hundreds of others across the country. Paper bags are coming back. Why on earth they didn't do this in the first place, I do not know. Because we basically went from one sort of plastic to another, didn't we? If everyone went out and got a cloth bag, we wouldn't have any of these problems at all. They're the ones to go for. Cloth bags last for years. And made of the right materials, they can be recycled. It comes in response to concerns that many shoppers have switched from the cheap 5p bags to the bags for life, but are using them only once and throwing them away. Removing standard plastic bags for life across all Morrison stores would take 90 million of them out of the system, saving 3,510 tonnes of plastic a year. They were the first Morrisons to introduce paper bags at checkouts in all of its 494 stores at the start of last year. Actually, if you go to London, buying clothes items, they often give you those in a paper bag with a bit of string at the top, which kind of works all right. You know, years ago, before plastic, I remember as a little boy buying, going out with mum and dad, doing the shopping in Sainsbury's, and it would all come in paper bags. You know? So it's not a new thing. I've often heard stories about the bags getting wet and then people would have to... they put the shopping down on the floor when they got wet, picked it up, and all the shopping fell through the bottom of the bag. Maybe that happened to one or two of you. I don't remember that happened to us. It says that the store's paper bag cost 30 pence. Sounds quite expensive for a paper bag. It's got handles that can carry up to £35 worth of shopping. Gosh, they're made at an eco-powered site in Wales. Morrison's will continue to offer jute, cotton and reusable woven bag options priced at £2.50, £1.50 and 60 pence respectively. So that's a good thing there. But it's not new, is it? Paper bags. I mean, why oh why they didn't just go straight onto those when we went from trying to stop the plastic things, I do not know, but one of those things, isn't it? Okie doke, let's do today's raffle tickets, boys and girls. Where's Gary today? I don't know where Gary is. Michael's got very expensive crystals. Ocean Jasper, I don't know what that is. Malachite Black Tourmaline. Some are in towers, eggs and hearts. Oh, I don't know any of those. The one I've got is like a purple one, Michael. It's like... It's the same sort of thing. I think my mate's got one. He's got like a rock where it's been cut in half and there's like purple crystal type things in it. I don't know what it's called. You'll probably know because you're clearly an expert on that by what you're saying there. But yeah, I don't know what. So what are mine for? It's definitely a purpley crystal. The ones that I've got. All right. We've got a game of bingo to play as well this morning. So hang around for that. We're going to do the raffle tickets here. Here we go. Shania. Maureen, ticket 549. Shania, ticket number 550. Mick Davenport, 551. Janice Andrews, 552. Gary Davidson, 553. Diane Jebb, 554. Mark Bowles, 555. Andy, 556. One moment, please. Let me just scroll down a little bit there. Get ready for our little game of bingo as well. Birthday's coming up as well. Where did we get to? Was it Andy? Where's Andy gone? There he is. Joe Woodrow, 557. Will you wing this morning, Joe? That is the question. Huh? Joe Woodrow, 557. 558 to Michael Lawrence. Yvonne, 559. Did you tell us where you are, SpongeBob? Whereabouts are you, my love? Just a town and country. That's all we need. Don't need to put your full address on there. Postcode, zip code, whatever you've got there. Yvonne Lemon, 559 for Yvonne. Lovely Yvonne Lemon there. Gary Ross, 560. Um, 560 for Gary Ross. Purple is usually amethyst for headaches. Well, that's not something I really suffer from, to be honest, Denise. I've never had headaches. Now and again, I tell you what, I do get a headache with. Oh God! There's a pack of dogs attacking someone outside. Good. Oh, we've got packs of dogs roaming this caravan site in case any of us get into trouble. They know all the residents of the site, my dear. It's only dodgy people that come in. I saw one bloke out there. He just tried to get in. Nothing to do with the site. These dogs attacked him, ripping his limbs off him. He was screaming for help. We just stood there laughing. Don't come in the caravan site then if you haven't got a place here, please. Keep out. Thank you very much. Yes. Gary Ross. We've done Gary. Where is he? Gary Ross. Mari 561. Marilo. 5. What's that now? What's going on there now? I keep hearing noises. Mari, there's Mari. Where's Mari gone? There she is. Mari, you've just disappeared up there. Oh, there she is. Mari 561. 562 for Jason Hughes. Tony King, 563. Fran Green, 564. Here's my what? Oh, I can't see that word there, SpongeBob. It's like in a red thing. What's that red thing there? What is that on that screen? I can't even see it. Here's my, and there's like a red thing. I don't know what that is. That little red thing there. Just here's my red thing. Whatever that is. Purple is amethyst. Thank you. So what? And that's for headaches, is it? Fran Green. 1 minute. Michael Parman. 565. 565 for young Michael. Thank you, Michael. John Aitken. 566. Again, John's got that as well. What's that? There's a little red thing there. It says ticket. Then there's like a red square thing. And please. It's like there's a word there that's been blanked out by the system, possibly. I don't know. Simon Steele, he won the pen last night. 567. Pen in its envelope will be posted within half an hour of this programme finishing. Yes, on its way to you, my dear. I've run out of plastic envelope, so it's in a normal envelope, but it's in 2 envelopes with a load of tape round it to protect it, Simon, all right? SpongeBob is in Michigan. Doesn't like it there, though. Oh, well. Any chance of moving out of the area? If you don't like somewhere, it's not possible for everyone, though, unfortunately. Paul and Lou, 568 for Paul and Lou. Paul and Lou, 568. Is that everyone? Amethyst always relates to spiritual moving forward and eyes. What, these eyes? Oh, it's a picture of a ticket, is it? It doesn't look like a ticket to me, that red thing. So, SpongeBob probably was asking for a ticket there, was he? Okay, let's do that. I only give back tickets if people say ticket, please, because not everyone wants one, believe it or not. Square pants, there we are. All right, I think I've done all the bingo tickets now. Sorry, raffle tickets. If I've missed anyone out, please speak now and ask, and I shall correct the mistake. All right, sweethearts. Meantime, let's do today's birthdays. We've got only 4 birthdays today. Donal. Donal. Hello, Donal Augustine McClafferty. Hello, it's a long time since I saw you, Donal. Happy birthday to you, sir. I remember those wonderful days we used to play bingo at the Golden Lion in King's Cross. And knowing you, of course, from the Two Brewers as well. Happy birthday to you, sir. All right, Donal. Trifari Gidley today is 58 years old. Beautiful picture of you with the, I think it's stars there or something all around you. Happy birthday. Hazel Parker today, 33 years old. And a very, very nice chap who I know, Louis Merton, today is 39 years old. Happy birthday, Louis. Long time since I see you. Love to catch up with you at some point. God knows when that'll be. But happy 39th birthday to you and indeed everyone else on this Monday morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right. Okay, there's your little birthday bits and pieces done. Have we done the raffle tickets? I haven't missed anyone out today. Look at that. Didn't miss anyone. That's good news, isn't it? First time ever. Okie doke, gang, and a very good evening to those of you that just join us towards the end of the show for the bingo. I know there's some people that just join us for a little game of bingo at the end of the show. It's up to you, whatever you want. So let's play our bingo this morning. It says at the top of your ticket today, it says virtual card for Monday the 17th of August 2020. That's the game we're playing this morning. Just a little bit of news, I think, just before we start the game there. I've just had an email from... Excellent. An email from Gary Owen. Those of you that watch Gary's British talk show, as you know, he had a big, massive computer with problem with his computer a couple of weeks ago now. So I just sent him a little message this morning to keep you informed of how he's getting on. And he says, no computer fixed, but he's changing the show name now to the Friday Night Show, and he's going to do more regional video. The 4G is working really well, the new aerial here. Working very well, but something's gone wrong with the lighting in here or the camera settings, and I'm not quite sure what it is, so that'll be something for me to work on a little bit later on. Thank you, Gary. Let's hope you're back soon. I know you've got your own little following there now, down there in Wales, so I hope you're back on soon there, Gary, because I'm sure people will miss you. Oh, what's the dream you had? Thank you, Gary. Silly so I completely forgot to tell you about this. Or did I tell you about this? Did I tell you about my dream earlier? Do you know, I don't know if I did. I'll tell you again just before we play the bingo then, okay? So the dream, I'm sure I told you this earlier. Oh, you don't want a bingo ticket? Okay, I'll take you off that. That's no problem. Thanks for letting us know, SpongeBob. Let's take you off the raffle ticket there. There we go. Thank you very much for letting me know there. I'm sure did I tell the dream earlier on? Who was here at the beginning of the show? Jason Hughes. Did I tell you the dream at the beginning of the show? Have I told you the dream I've had? And what happened there? I'm sure I did. We'll wait for Jason Hughes to respond to that very, very important question. He's probably not paying attention. I'm sure I told you this dream earlier. I might not have. Anyone? I'm afraid you weren't in my dream, Mark. No. I don't want you to be in a dream. I want the reality, my love. The reality. Does anyone know if I told you about the dream earlier? Isn't it amazing? All the crap messages that you send. And I ask a question and no one answers it. No dream that I can remember. Okay, thank you, Denise. I'll tell you what it was then. So I've had this dream. That would be Friday, either Friday night to Saturday or Saturday to Sunday. One of the two. What was it? Saturday to Sunday it was. Anyway, in this dream, I woke up and there'd been a flood. I remember being in a room. Don't know where I was, what house it was. I was in a room and the furniture was kind of floating. It wasn't a massive flood, but it was a lot of water. There was a lot of water and it was like that. And the water was deep enough for the furniture to be floating. Okay? There was one other person in this dream. My niece. My lovely niece Tracy. She was in the dream as well. What are we going to do? All the furniture's floating away and all that business. So, that was the dream. Yesterday, when I was at my sister's birthday dinner up at my nephew's house, I said, I had a funny dream today. She said, what was that? To my sister. So I told her. She says, well, that's really weird. I said, why is that? Tracy, my niece, rung up this morning and she's had an actual flood overnight. This is not a lie. Somehow, and she thinks the cat's done it, somehow the tap in the kitchen was on, the plug was in the sink. Never leave a plug in a sink. Right? And of course the water's overflowed. It must have been on for ages. And she went out into the hall. She woke up at night, went out into the hallway to go for a wee. And she noticed the carpet was all soaking wet. And she thought, oh no, because they got one of those water coolers there. We were talking about those earlier with the plastic bottles on. She noticed, and she thought that had burst. No, it hadn't. Where's the water? She opened the kitchen door and there was that much water in there because the tap just kept going. And I had that dream. Isn't that the weirdest thing? Isn't that the weirdest thing? Strange and mysterious. Very strange and mysterious. There you go. Maybe you're psychic. You had a premonition. No, I think it happened at the same time. Or no, probably no. The flood would have happened to my niece before I woke up. You see, when you wake up from a dream, it's like you've just woken up from that dream. But I'm not convinced that's the case. That dream may have happened hours ago, but it seems to you like you've just woken up like that straight out of the dream, doesn't it? Very, very strange and mysterious. Very, very strange and mysterious. Lots of people can't remember the dream there, so thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that very interesting story about my dream. I'm sure we are mentally connected somewhere. Mentally connected. Alrighty, gang. Let's do today's bingo then. Let's bring up the bingo board. Oh, it's the bingo clock. The bingo board. There it is. Bingo board up there. One little game for you to play. And whoever wins will win a raffle ticket this morning to give you another opportunity to win the prize next Monday in the place of one of our delightful fridge magnets. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay? All right, then. John says, I dreamt that Kylie was my best friend. I should be so lucky. Better the devil. My favourite song by Kylie was always Better the Devil You Know. That was my favourite song. All right, here we go then. Remember, we only play for a full house. You need to mark off all the numbers on your little bingo ticket. And as soon as you have, shout out bingo in the chat box. You will need, of course, to be very quick. You only have 1.5 minutes to say bingo in the chat box. If for whatever reason at all you're late and we've moved on, then you've missed the ticket. Don't matter the reason. Don't care. If for whatever reason you've missed that 1.5 minute period in which you can claim, you've missed it. And we move on. All right? Eyes down. Here comes your first number. 8 and 1, 81. 8 and 9, 89. 3 and 4, 34. 3 and 9, 39. 50, blind 50. 3 and 1, 31. Who's going to win today? 3 and 7, 37. All the sevens, 77. The whole house, Mark. 60, blind 60. All the fours, 44. 5 and 1, 51. 3 and 6, 36. 6 and 7, 67. Blah. 6 and 1, 61. 8 and 7, 87. Boris's Den, number 10. All on its own, number 4. Are you ready with your ducks, Sir Denise? All on its own, number 1. 2 and 4, 24. 5 and 6, 56. 6 and 9, 69. Just a moment. Okay, going on. 5 and 3, 53. 7 and 2, 72. All on its own, little number 5. Poor little number 5. 6 and 4, 64. 4 and 6, 46. 6 and 2, 62. 4 and 8, 48. It's the Garden Gate. I think 48's the Garden Gate. All the threes, 33. 1 and 4, 14. All on its own, number 7. 8 and 4, 84. 2 little ducks, 22, quack quack. Are you quacking, Denise? Denise is head of ducks on this channel. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. 8 and 3, 83. 7 and 8, 78. 6 and 5, 65. 2 and 8, 28. 7 and 3, 73. 1 and 6, sweet 16. 7 and 4, 74. All the fives, 55. 5 and 2, 52. 7 and 9, 79. 1 fat Chris, number 8. 5 and 8, 58. All on its own, little number 3. 7 and 1, 71. 2 fat Chris's, 88. All on its own, little number 6. 3 and 8, 38. 4 and 2, 42. All the sixes, 66. Clickety click. 8 and 5, 85. 8 and 6, 86. 2 and 1, 21. 1 and 7, 17. 2 and 6, 26. Anyone getting close? 5 and 7, 57. All on its own, little number 2. One little duck, number 2. Quack. 4 and 9, 49. 7 and 5, 75. 2 and 9, 29. 3 and 5, 35. 3-0, blind 30. 4 and 5, 45. Unlucky for some, 1 and 3, 13. 1 and 2, 12. 6 and 8, 68. We have the winner on number 68. Let's bring up the bingo clock. There you go. 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize. Who's won today? Who's won today? Oh, look at that. Jason Hughes is straight in there. Look, 9 seconds to claim. It's working much better now, that new setting. Although I wish I could find out what's gone wrong with the lights today. It's very strange. I don't know if it's the lights or the computer. But there we go. Well done, Jason. Looks like you won today. Here come your winning numbers. They are 2, 4, 14, 17, 21, 30, 37, 49, 53, 57, 62. Last number 68, 78, 83 and 84. Congratulations today to Mr. Jason Hughes is in the house today. Yeah, check it out, baby. Well done, Jason. You win yourself another raffle ticket, and it's ticket number 569. Jason Hughes. Ticket number 569 for Jason Hughes. There it is. 569. Jason Hughes. That's the one that's crossed out with someone else's name because I didn't want one. All right. Well done. Well done, Jason. Everyone's, just beat you. I saw you waiting for one number there, Denise, for some time there. Well done, love, Jason. Oh, there's Gary. Good morning, Gary. Gary's screaming that it's a fix. Gary, did you save those white crisscross things for me? Can you get your lovely wife to save those white crisscross things for me? Because I can use those to wrap up mugs. When someone wins doing mugs. Wins a mug at one of our many competitions we have here. Everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner today, aren't they? Eh? Thanks so much for joining us on the show today. Back again with you tomorrow morning around about 8:45. I'll have a little play with these lights at some point today as well. Not yet though. Time to go for my daily exercise. I can't decide whether I want to go for a bike today or a walk, actually. I'm going to go and cycle to my sister's house, but I thought I was going to do that sort of early evening, something like that. It's not so hot then, although it's not too bad at the moment. It's not exactly pouring down with heat, you know. Thank God that heat. So it was a bit much, wasn't it, the heat in the end? Did you think? I'll see you again tomorrow morning, 8:45. And don't forget, we've got the quiz show as well on a Tuesday night. 8 o'clock is quiz time on a Tuesday night. And if you know anyone else that might want to join us for the bingo on Sunday nights, please let them know about it. Just tell them to email me and I'll sort that. All right. Have a lovely evening and I'll see you again very soon. Tomorrow morning, actually. Cheerio.